So now that we have both quarters in primer, then they look beautiful. Passenger side and a driver side quarter. This car is getting close. So we're gonna pull this bumper off and see what kind of rot we have down in here, which really doesn't look that great, but we'll figure it out. Pull this bumper off, fix whatever we gotta fix down in here, pull the trunk off, sandblast the underneath of the trunk, sandblast this lip right here, sandblast all in here, get everything in primer, because then it's time to paint this car. Oh, I gotta tell you, I am so sick of fixing rot on this car. I'm getting tired. Well, this ain't really too bad, I guess. She's pretty wasted right here. She's pretty gone, this lip. And you know why? Because all this rubber right here, look at this. This rubber thing went around there like that. It went the other way like that, but it went, this lip was basically encapsulated by rubber, and moisture gets in there, and that is exactly what happens. You know what? I think I'm gonna have a solution for this. Oh yeah, I got this figured out. Actually, it's not bad in here. It's just bad right here, right where the water comes down from the trunk. Under here, it's actually pretty solid, so that's great. Up under there, that's all solid in there. That's all solid up in there. All right, good. All right, well, I really wouldn't want this to be rotted. So now you can see the original color of this car. That's pretty cool. Don't look like this bumper's ever been off before. All this is actually in good shape. I'm surprised. I'm surprised the trunk on this thing isn't all rotted out. Usually these trunks are gone, especially when they start leaking through the back window and down in there. This trunk is actually very solid on this car. We cut that right off on that seam right there where this piece of metal stops. The center piece of metal stuck way out here. I think that looks pretty darn good. That'll do it. It's pretty pitted. There's a couple small holes. Got quite a bit of rot right there, but she's still structurally good. We're not gonna worry about that kind of stuff on this car, on this particular project, because it's not that kind of restoration. This is not gonna be a 100-point show car. You know what I think of these things right here? Junk! Get them out of here! That cleaned that up really nice. You know, I understand why those rubber things were there. It was kind of just to close the gap between the bumper and this, and mostly to make it look better. But you know what? Water is always gonna get in. So the best thing you can do is make it so the water can get out. And that's what we did. When the water rolls off the trunk and goes in between the bumper and the body, it could just go right out and drip right down to the ground. It's not gonna get stuck in any stupid rubber strips that should have never been on there. Come on, GM. I'm gonna take my rust inhibitor junk, and I'm just gonna go over this really good. Put a nice coat of this garbage on there. So that way, hopefully, we can prevent some future rust. Well, let's see how heavy this trunk lid is. Probably 500 pounds. All right, it's heavy, but it's not as bad as I thought, but it is definitely heavy. There we go. We got this thing all sandblasted. Got her pushed back in the garage. All right, looks pretty good. We're in good shape now. That's pretty much the rest of the stuff to do on this body to get her ready. Down in there looks pretty good. Let our rust inhibitor soak overnight. We still got this rot here to contend with, but we got solutions for this. Don't you worry. Guess what? There's more exciting news. Check this out. I'm getting ready to put the windshield in this baby. So this right here was our solution to these rot holes. Oh yeah. We just did a whack and pack. It's alright. You know what? Nobody's gonna see this anyway, other than the little bit that you see down in here. But that's just gonna look beautiful. This will last forever. There, got all these spots sanded. This looks pretty good. Got a nice coat of etch primer on here all the way around. This thing's gonna come out pretty nice. I'm not gonna bother masking this off. I just kind of scuffed all this, and I'll just be real careful around the edge here. I think I'm better off doing it like that. Got these areas here. I'm not gonna go too crazy down in here. I'm just gonna Rust-Oleum black probably a lot of this crap here. I'm not gonna do what I did on the duster and get underneath this thing for a week straight with a wire brush. There she is. There's today's progress report. Man, this thing looks pretty nice and smooth. All that hard work pays off. There's a reason that I went so crazy on the bottom of this trunk lid, and you're just gonna have to hold on to your armchairs and see what I got in store for you. Got about 3 nice heavy coats of primer on this. It got up under there. This thing looks pretty darn sweet. Our makeshift collision job. Look at how nice that is. You would never even know that that was a stuffing, buffing, a whacking pack. I mean, look at that. That nice straight line that you're never gonna see behind the bumper. Down where the bumper sits, looks beautiful. This car is just about ready to paint. Did a little bit of body work there. It was messed up. Looks beautiful. Primer's even still wet. We're gonna put a little bit more of this sweet color on this car. This trunk lid's all primered, so I'm just gonna take my 320 and I'm gonna sand the whole thing down. We got the windshield all out, it's all cleaned. All the glue is off this side of it here. We got her all ready. I'm just waiting for my help to show up, and we're gonna get this windshield in. Ready?
Yeah. Is that like that or no?
No, don't set on the corner. I got it. You do what you gotta do. Tell me when you're gonna pick it up.
Go fast.
All right. That's what we're gonna figure out.
What are you gonna do?
Touch it in the center.
Can you
You gotta bring it down.
go my way first?
Yeah.
Like keep your side up higher. Like a door.
Okay. It's gotta come my way.
No.
It's gotta come my way.
I like 6 inches from the window.
Oh. I'm where I gotta be.
I'm nowhere near the spacer.
What do you mean? Well, go down then, or whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna set my side down. You hold it.
Do you see what I mean? I'm on the spacer on this
You know what? I think we're actually in better shape than I thought.
This is sitting on the spacer.
You know what? No, we're okay.
That's
Yeah, we're alright. We're a little more we gotta come this way, but we're not bad. I'm gonna push on it at the same time. Ready? Is that anywhere?
It's getting closer.
Ready? Let's do it at the same time. Is it getting anywhere?
Yeah.
Problem is we're rolling that stuff. Well, that's the thing. It kicks it out, and it's so weird because it kicks it out just a little bit, but it's an optical illusion, and it just fucks with you.
Well, no, I kicked it out further, which has made that distance.
Well, that's what I mean. So actually you were up fine, and that's because I kept looking at it and you kept saying it's got to come this way more, and I'm like, no, it don't. Because look at my side. You look like you got a mile over there, but look at this side. It looks no different. Because I was like this, and you're like, yeah, you got to come over more, and I'm like, we can't. That's why I thought you were talking about that spacer. I'm like,
Well, because I thought we were going to put the
But
window
see-
up against the spacer first.
well, that would have fucked us, because I wouldn't have had anything over here if we did that. You got more over here to work with than I do. You dry fit it, and you're like, okay, it's where it's got to go, and then you kick it out 3/8 of an inch, and the whole world changes. It's like, what the fuck?
Well,
No, that's actually right where it needs to go. It's actually perfect.
Well, I had just thought we were going to butt it up against my side and
Right.
then tip your side down.
But I was trying to keep an eye on my side too.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
just
was
saying that's why I had no idea what to do.
and I was watching my side, and I'm like, we can't go over any further. If we go over any further, I'm gonna be right off the freaking track here. Something was not happy
No, I heard.
when I was pulling on this, trying to pull it over.
Oh.
Something was fucking pissed.
I didn't hear anything.
Whew, that was definitely a little bit of a struggle. The part that stinks about this window ribbon here is you only have one shot. Once that thing sticks, you are done. You better be where you want it. We both thought that it wasn't where we wanted it at first because nothing lined up, but then it actually ended up exactly where I wanted it anyway. So crisis avoided, I guess. Yeah, I definitely much prefer urethane, but you can see this stuff's 3/8 of an inch thick, so it raises the glass up so it's kind of almost flush with the car, which is what you need to get trim in so it lines up. Or if you put urethane in it, it would sink down a lot more. I mean, that's kind of the point. You know, back in these days, they actually cared about what the cars looked like and the style and all that, so they came up with ways to line everything up, basically. But I am very happy with this. This is beautiful. It really came out great. So I'm gonna leave some spacers under this for however long it takes. I'm not gonna be back in here for probably at least a month because we got some other projects to work on. So I am gonna just bag this thing right up with plastic so no overspray gets on all this nice work and forget about it. It'll settle in and go where it's gonna go, and that's gonna be it. That stinks a little, is all that pushing and tugging I did on this unnecessarily, thinking it was in the wrong spot. Kind of rolled this window ribbon slightly and made it a little uneven, but that's all right. I am by no means a glass guy. A body man, yes, but not a glass guy. But you know what? We got the job done. The window didn't get broke. It's in, it looks nice, and for this caliber of a restoration, I really couldn't be happier.
End of transmission.